But see if you can hold that even with the in place.
The first time I got to work with Rennie Harris was my second commission for the Ailey Company, and it was a work called Love Stories, and it was to be 3 choreographers, Judith Jamison, Rennie Harris, and myself, and it was about past, present, and future, and it was really to celebrate the opening of the Joan Weil Center for Dance.
So I was really surprised when I got the first call to do Love Stories. I don't think Ailey has ever had an actual street dance choreographer create a work on them, you know. And so that was really nerve-wracking when I first got that call. And I was a little nervous because it's their language versus my language. Take that back, wave it through.
I admire his use of hip-hop. He educates not only the audience, but me and the dancers when he comes into the studio and talks about the origins of the movement.
Well, at the end of the day, what I told them is that I don't have to learn your language, you have to learn my language. Don't translate what I'm saying to you into your language, because that's what we do a lot of times. And if I'm saying I need you to do a triplet or a dodger or a shuffle, you need to know what that is, because I know what a pas de bourrée is, and I know what a plie is, and chasse and tourjete, and so now you have to learn my terminology and what that is, you know. And so, and they did.
For my very first season, he was the one and only world premiere that I commissioned. So I think that says a lot about my faith in Rennie Harris.
You know what's funny was in doing Home, I was thinking to myself, I have to somehow make this Ailey-esque. It has to look like Ailey, like feel like a work that Ailey would do. And how could I translate that with street dance and make it work that way? You know, because someone called me and asked me in a newspaper, like, so are you gonna have Ailey spinning on their heads? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Why would I put Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater on their heads and have them spinning doing head spins? This time was interesting because my lighting designer, James Klotfelter, asked me, he says, are you nervous? I'm like, and I thought about it for a second. I was like, no, I'm not nervous. And mainly because I think it was sort of a lot of the same dancers from Home.
His relationship to the dancers is seamless because it's been a long one in some ways. It's important because his work is so personal. And I think he feels comfortable enough with the dancers to be vulnerable in his work. That's very important for a choreographer. And I think the dancers bring that out of him creatively. And so he really enjoys that relationship. And you see it in the work. You see when Hope Boykin, he has her on her knees sort of, in some ways, mourning, you know, over this body in front of her.
Even with this work, it's like, does this look like Ailey? Does it feel like something like, and Revelations is the marker. So in my head, that's what I'm reaching for with Exodus. That's where I'm going.
It's like an old friend, you know, that you forget to call for about 5 years. And then you see them and you sort of get over that, like, you know, in 2 minutes, and you take up where you left off in the last conversation. And so when he comes into the studio, you have a sense of the conversation continuing.